Hello, my wonderful friends. Magus with you on a beautiful day in Asha. We're in the first statement and teaching of Asha. It's the Magi text. My friends, the original religion, and it's powerful. My friends, I always say magic was named after the Magi because it's like they lived in perfect perfection. And look at the very first statement of Asha. I am God's thought. I live in God's idea, perfection. What else could a perfect creator have but a perfect thought? And you're his thought. And I need you to get this before we go on with the rest. I want you to see and believe yourself as the perfect creator's perfect thought. My friends, perfection. You know, Carl Jung, he said it so beautiful. What's in your heart is going to come out in your life eventually. My friends, there's a power in our heart. Our hearts, they're a powerful electromagnetic field. They're transceivers, they're receivers. You know, in Asha it says the whole universe vibrates with expectant energy. For God is with child creative thought. My friends, back then, thousands of years ago, they knew everything is just energy. And it's waiting to be commanded. It says with expectant energy. And with the frequency you hold as the world you're going to create. The Christ said, verily, verily, I say to you, he who holds my word lives in God life, good life. My friends, you've got to hold it in your heart of hearts, because what's in your heart will manifest in your world. And that's why the fight, my friends, between good and evil, or different nations or religions, it's a fight for the mind. And that's why Zoroaster, he always said, I who am attuning myself to Asha, to the perfect thought. My friends, look at all the famous inventors and poets, and they all have the same message. My friends, I think of Ford, right? He said, if you believe you can, you're right. If you believe you cannot, you are right. My friends, it's about our beliefs. And so we must attune ourselves to Vohu Mainyu, the God mind. In the West here, we call it the Christ mind, where you and God good are one, no separation. You got to be that thing you want. My friends, you want to see God, you got to be God. You want to see love, you got to be love. You want peace, you got to be the peace. You got to be the joy. And my friends, you can take it as far as you want, in a good direction or an evil direction. Nothing is impossible for man. And I think we've seen that in our world right now. You can take it as good as you want or as evil as you want. Everyone has that choice. I would suggest you choose God good, Vohu Mainyu. Listen to this. All throughout the celestial palace, the prospect of ever-expanding good radiates brilliant and bright with joy. And I want to touch on this. You got to stay with me. You got to understand the first statement and teaching to get the magic of all the rest. It talks about an ever-expanding good. The way this world was meant to evolve is from the perfect creator's perfect idea, but then it gets better and better. Which people get mad when I say this, but it gets gooder and gooder, godder and godder. My friends, Jesus said, greater works will you do. We're supposed to be moving ahead in more glory, more beauty, more love. Dreaming as high as we can of good things. So why do we hold the evil in our hearts? My friends, because what we hold in our hearts, we are creating. It says, the principle of good shines the light of observance on the dark waves. This is talking about working in that plastic medium of energy, taking the energy that's around us, waiting to be commanded and formed. My friends, and we do it with our intention, with our focus. We shine the light on it. We know in our heart of hearts what we want, what we believe. It's not just a hope. It's not just begging. It's not just, wouldn't that be nice? It is. I believe Asha. I am the perfect creator's perfect idea. I believe in Asha. I believe in bliss and perfect perfection and good, and the lie and illusion and evil. It's not real. My friends, I want what's real. The real above all real. I want substance. I want God. I want good. And that's what we hold. And when we hold that, we create that. We work in that plastic medium. In conformity to law. I love that. It's a law. You've already proved it in your own life. Depending on what God you've brought into your life through your world religions, have you brought in a God that loves sometimes, hates sometimes, peace sometimes, warts sometimes, kind sometimes, angry sometimes, jealous? If you've taken one of those God spirits, that's your belief, the frequency you hold, isn't that what you've created in your life? If you've taken the idea of the different governments and religions and society, and that's your beliefs that you truly hold, sure, you're hoping for something better, but you have those ideas that this is just how it is. My friends, you've created that. When you hold a higher idea, you start living in higher realms, higher dimensions, and people look to you, and they'll either want to learn from you, or they'll just say, oh, he's so lucky. Nothing to do with luck. I, who am attuning myself to Vohu Mainyu, Asha, the perfect creator's perfect idea, and in conformity to law, it has to. You plant a seed, there's going to be a harvest. So you better be real careful what seed you are planting. The highest desire that you hold shall be focused into form, young, timeless, and beneficial to all. Asha 1, my friends. If you don't have your book Asha yet, get it. Asha by Winston Head. All the money goes to charity, and you get this beautiful book, and we're going through each of the 16 statements and teachings over this next couple of weeks. Invite someone along. Get this book for him, give it to him, and have him start following his videos along with us. What a beautiful world it would be if everyone would hold Asha, the original religion, the original idea that hold the world together, the word, the original word that held the world together, that's reality, that's good. Imagine us all holding that love, that peace, that joy, that kindness, unmixed, undiluted. Not good and evil, just good. What a world we can create. Guys, I love you so much. Be blessed. And do me a favor. I noticed a lot of you have gotten Asha this last week after we started this series. Please go leave a review. It's so important. It moves us up in that algorithm. We sell more books. And everything you do, my friends, it means something. You might be the difference of someone reading your review, saying what Asha means to you, and they buy that book and it changes their life, and it changes their whole family trajectory, their kids, their grandkids. My friends, maybe it keeps someone from getting a divorce or wanting to kill themselves because they find the highest principle of good. They find Asha, truth, sets them free from that lie and illusion. My friends, and then again, like I said, we do good stuff with the money. Every dollar we get, we give to charity. I love you guys. Be blessed.